Yo, what's up, guys? Yo, Fupon Saber here, and we are here with the original Melty Blood. And we have two more routes. The final route, true route, and the bonus route, right? This is true route. So this is going to be like the true ending of Melty Blood. So let's start that right now. And this is true ending. So we're going to wrap up Sion's storyline. And then the bonus route, I'll give you a little bit of a peek. It's going to be about Miyako. Which is cool because I don't know anything about Miyako. And I didn't really know too much about Sion. So we absorb a lot of lore with Sion and Miyako in this game. That's pretty cool. Especially Sion. And I didn't even know, I didn't know Roast Beef was dead. You think she's dead in Nasuverse? Like permanently? I gotta wiki her. I hope she's still alive. And like at least in different timelines. Because I think Roast Beef is a really cool character. And I said this when doing my Tsukihime playthrough, but she was my favorite character. Was. I want to do karaoke. Hold on. Oh, it's kind of hard. Oh, that's too fast. I'm reading the Melty Blood manga. I'm not gonna lie. Melty Blood manga is really interesting. So we just finished up Route 6G, which is that giant Akia. And I follow Type Moon on Twitter. And they're like, you know, they show their own stuff, right? They show the Melty Blood manga. And I saw giant Akia, dude. And I was like, wow. So that's where it came from. So I want to read the Melty Blood manga after this. Might be really interesting. Alright, this is the last route. Route 7, Night of the Blood Layer. True route. I think we could do this route. We did everything, right? I think we did everything. Oh, we haven't heard this in a while. I love that song. The main theme was Tsukihime. Meeting and return, enter. So, we gotta win against Sion. That's gonna be our first objective. Okay. Dude, with my experience, at least like maybe 7 hours of Melty Blood. Let's see if I know how to play Shiki. No training mode, just pure arcade mode, basically. Oh god. Nope, don't know how to play. I think it's 1, 2, maybe 2 jabs. Nope. Oh fuck! You messed me up my defense. I like that. Round 2, fight. Dude, what the hell? Why does that clash so much? Ah! That super is so sick. Right? It's so quick. There's not really a lot of flashy stuff, but if you know the lore, it's so sick. 17 dissection. Alright. Daughter of Atlas. We have to. The next one. We have to beat CL. So the final route shares a lot of dialogue with the first route. So if you don't feel like watching the entire routes, even though I think it's probably best you should, because it does contain so much Sion lore. Except for the route 6 and 5. I think they're more of a gag route, right? Like a troll route. But route 1 through 4 and 7. What's it for? Yeah, 1 through 4, 7. Definitely Sion lore. So it'll be a lot of, it'll be pretty confusing if you haven't seen those yet.
恨みっこはなしだからな。
準備はよろしいですか？
ラウンド1。
Out.
てめえ。
Hey, who's CL voice actor? Sounds familiar.
まだまだこれからです。
Sound like a milk. I like that.
まだまだこれからです。嫌な性格です。嫌な性格です。
Shit. Then I want to do it again? I'll do it again? Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm dying. That did damage. Okay, I got super ready on deck. Why is it so hard to get super in this game? Oh, I wish I fucking stopped up. Come on, Shiki.
やりますね。やってくれますね。まだだ。甘い。
I think I need a new stick.
やってくれますね。
I don't know why he did that. What? The fuck? All I know is on my stick right now, the X button's kind of broken. But luckily I don't really use it too much. That's the shield button. I use it for skipping though. It doesn't work sometimes. So this is chapter 3. We gotta beat Arc. I wonder how similar it is to the first route. Let me see. Is it just the ending that's different? And seems very similar to the first route. I think the only difference is it's different on the ending. Hey, what the hell? Bro, look at my blue stuff. What? So what you don't know is the blue stuff is your dizzy meter. If you run out of blue stuff, you get dizziness. So every time you air dash, you get dizzy. I didn't know that. That doesn't OTG. Robots take over, bro.
Round 2. Fight.
Did I run out of bullets? I think I did. Nice. Oh fuck. Damn, that's not what I wanted. Oh my god! I wish that hit. shit!
飛んでけ飛んでけあなたでも突破できる許さないわよ
Fuck.
計算通りですね
I think that's a command grab. Okay.
許さないわよそれで
Oh, that's a hit grab.
無駄です
Oh, shit. No! Fuck.
それで
I got scared. I don't know how to play Sion, so I have to win that.
無益
Let's see. I got a win against Ark, and then I got a win against Nero. Nero's next. Yeah, it's just like round 1, basically. Just a different ending. What happened? Nero Shiki Fear. He is an
気乗りはし
abomination.
ないんだが
You have 666 beasts inside of him.
ラウンド1ファイ
Oh! Ah.
まったくどうかしてるラウンド2ファイ高くつく高くつく
Man, I want us to do that.
くらえまだだくらえまだだ
Nice. 17 dissection, bro.
まったくどうかしてる
Alright, alright. Easy, easy. Oh, this is new. I can't skip this. Gah! Not bad. As expected from number 10. Exceeds even my former potential. But in these circumstances, it will not be enough. What's going on? He's fading. Too early. After all, you're the only one for whom neural chaos is a strongly held fear. There is not enough strength of rumor for full conceptualization. In that state, anyone could kill Tatari. An opening! I am killed by you the second time. I see. Myself, or even our ancestors are but frail beings before an exception like you. Perhaps an irregularity like you can even summon the princess and bestow upon me that form. Very well. Being one of the 27 dead apostle ancestors have lost its flavor. Being an original would be much more appropriate for my final form. I can't believe it. Even it is pointless. That statement escapes my lips. The eyes of Tonishiki see death. Not the death of substance, but the death of meaning, of existence itself. I knew that from reading his data, but I didn't understand it. He truly is a god of death. Tatari's incomplete form is information. To be able to attack and eliminate it all, like a tangible object is. What a wild card. For him, he could probably kill concepts beyond human comprehension. Gone? Did I defeat it? Shika says it in half disbelief. It is because it was simple compared to the long gone dead apostle. In the first place, if Tatari is composed only of information, he cannot be a challenge. Shika, being well attuned to the life or death of an opponent he defeated before, is simply able to perceive the passing once more. Sion, just now. Yes, it is finished. You had destroyed the vampire you were looking for, Shiki. For real? Yes, well done. Shiki, you destroyed Tatari before there were any victims. I lied. With such an obvious lie, he might be able to tell, but he really has no way of denying it. I am his only source of information regarding Tatari. If I say it is finished, then all he can do is nod. Okay. Well then, what are you going to do, Sion? The dead apostle Tatari, he's gone now. As the true ancestors will not cooperate with me, I have no need for the sound. Or for you. I will soon be leaving. Is it really okay? About Ark? Yes, in the first place, I knew my chances of gaining her cooperation were low. Our negotiation failed, so there is no second time. Rather than waste time negotiating, it would be better for me to return to my research. That has always been my goal. Oh, that's fine, but in that case, it would be better to just go back, he says in a perfectly natural tone as he stops. His words, they are correct. For me, it is meaningless to search for Tatsuri tonight. And instead, it was meaningless for me to try to use Tatsuri in negotiation with the true ancestor. So, that is why I agreed to search for the vampire with Shiki, even though it's promised only a small chance of success. Sion, what's wrong? You don't look too well again. No, there is no need to worry. In other words, even if just briefly, I worked with Shiki unselfishly. The reason is so simple. It almost does not come to mind. What is this? Does this mean I have a liking for him? She's blushing. What is it, Sion? Suddenly staring at my face like that. Shiki is flustered, probably because my behavior is different than usual. Yeah, I feel the same way. Until now, I never really spoke with someone of the opposite gender close to my own age. Until now, I never held a strong interest in that. I never knew it was as easy for people to start liking one another. It is troubling. My chest starts to get tighter. My face starts to get hotter. It's failure of a fundamental control all alchemists learn. But just as well, it does not appear to be a negative sensation. Perhaps a dog running on the ground that suddenly being able to fly would feel the same exhilaration. Thinking that, I suddenly feel a strange happiness. I suddenly overwhelmed by nausea. Sion, you've been acting a little strange for a while now. Isn't it better to just rest after all? I'm feeling poorly, so I will return. Because the vampire causing disturbances in this town is now gone, a cooperative relationship is now finished. Yeah, that's true. Then we will part here. Farewell, Shiki. I withdrew my ether light from Shiki. The direct connectedness is not broken. The contract between us also reaches its end. I turn him away from him. My nausea vanishes, as does my feeling of exaltation. With that, the type of miracle occurring until now becomes elucidated. Because I never liked anyone, I could only feel unhappy about myself. So I endured it by my dry, empty, and meaningless action. What moved me was emotions that I truly never felt before. These emotions, the emotions of liking something, was barely a part of my life. So, these past 3 years, I just endured it. But even that is at an end. Whether I like someone or not, this body has reached its limit. This body has reached a level where I can no longer maintain it without drinking blood. But maybe there was a plus side. A human before is transformed into a vampire. Being bitten by a vampire, a human can only become a vampire is brought down by one thing. Wanting someone's. That's just that simple emotion. I know that now. Right, Kay. This is it. We're gonna get the ending, dude. Hologram Summer, Lord of Lies, Night on the Blood Layer. Oh shit, it's almost out of water. Put that over here. This is it, the final chapter. Hot. My throat is parched. How long has it been since my thirst has been quenched? My body is hardened from the rising sun. In exchange, these abilities far surpass my previous ones. That is only natural. And your momentum increases. You increase your intake of nutrients. Regular food will not suffice. It will not satisfy. This thirst will not leave me. Red, blood, screaming from anguish. This body which can only be healed by corruption. Always, these past 3 years, I've always resisted the temptation. That night, ever since that summer, when I was bitten by Tatsuri. Hot, hot, hot. The walls in my throat stick together as if to block off my head and the rest of my body. My head floats above my body as if not even attached. There's only one way to bring everything together. There's no nerves connecting the limbs of a vampire. What connects a vampire is just red blood. Moreover, the blood of others. Vampires cannot survive without stealing the blood of others. I won't do it. I will never do it. I never want to be the same as that one. Because an existence like that, like mine, that cannot survive without stealing from others is a mistake. But at the same time, I know. It's only natural to require a greater intake of energy in order to maintain such a desired existence. An existence where such a supreme level of life force exists. The race of vampires is existence far beyond that of humans. as so a human diet could not compare to that of a vampire's. In other words, red, blood, anguish, despair. Of course, you cannot say that is normal, but the energy is provided is immense. I know that, I understand. As an alchemist, it makes sense to justified. So that does not make the race of vampires justified. For them, a living organism, they are not doing anything wrong. Drinking blood is totally a natural phenomenon, without any shame. But I continue my refusal to do it. I don't understand. Why do I clinging to my humanity? It does not add up. Some numerical values must be incorrect. Otherwise, I will not still feel these doubts. I can't think of this all calmly. Excuse me. But just where, when, and what is mistaken? What is mistaken? Mumbling that, I awaken. Night. It is finally a full moon. That is the time limit. All the ripening rumors will become Tatsuri tonight. My true goal, bringing vengeance to the one who initiated me into the race of vampires, attacking the enemy of Eltnum. It will end here, no matter what, by tomorrow. I think I am finished. These past 3 years, never returned to Atlas, continuing my flight from the church, and my relentless pursuit. All in these past 3 years. During that time, all I gained is just an understanding that my vampiric impulse may cause me to develop a liking for others. In the end, I didn't even discover what was wrong. Not that I wanted an answer. All I wanted to know was where I, Sion, went wrong. I didn't need an answer because that was, after all, even if I find an answer, the dullness of my existence will not change. It isn't that what is wrong is right. Just, I only wanted to know what was wrong. All the same, I couldn't even feel that simple desire. Time to go. Tonight will be the last night. I emerged from the back alley. That's the only one place to go. That shrine where the whole town can be seen, where he and I first met. Natsu like to do that, huh? Where he and I first met. He did that in Tsukihime, right? The back alley. Nah, wait. Nah, it ended in the school. Never mind. I don't know. I feel like it wasn't Natsu. I wonder who did that. I guess a lot of people always do that. Not just Natsu. This is like the first time Natsu did it, right? Probably. The tall, partially constructed skyscraper. This shrine. This place. By some strange twist of fate called shrine. Will be my final stop tonight. I knew from the very beginning where Tatsuri would converge. I didn't come to the city because I could sense his presence like an agent or a hunter. I reached my conclusion through my calculation, the projected location, and the city mastery. Almost time. This time I will. Even I am alone, I would defeat Tatsuri. My entire body freezes. Just thinking that I am unable to combat that monster causes my thought to halt. That is only natural. Not knowing what shape it will take, I do not know if I can hold my own against it. Enemy who has not taken form cannot be analyzed for data. Alchemists are those who fight using information, yet I do not even have that to draw on. I must go. It's almost midnight. With shaking legs, I advance forward, with my mind still encased in ice. And then, you finally came. In the entrance to the building. Hey, you're an hour late, Sion. He eased there, raising his hand, an easy greeting. Shiki? Yeah, but what's with that expression? You look like you've seen a ghost. Because why? Why not? Didn't we promise? Until we both met our objectives, that we would cooperate. So it's not quite over yet. You haven't found what you were looking for, Sion. I see. In short, he saw through everything and was playing dumb. I'm a little surprised. My ether light is detached, so I do not know what he's thinking. But I truly know just how good of a person he is. Because he didn't destroy the vampire, and that I was hiding something from him, yet he still waited for Sion Elton just like before. Certainly, there still remains one of my objectives. That is my problem. Your objective was met last night, so I do not think there's any reason for you to wait for me. Oh, yeah, sorry, but please don't worry about it. After all, I couldn't quite rest easy unless it was completely confirmed. If the vampire was still here, it would be bad. I'm not finished yet, so there's no reason for me to go back. Well, since our goals are pretty similar, can we just team up like before? So let's stay together a little longer. I do not mind, but I cannot bear responsibility for what happens. It will get deadly, and I will look out for myself more than for you. Are you still okay with that? Sure, I'll do the same, so I won't mind one bit. I wonder. Did you say something, Sion? I couldn't believe what you just said, but I do not mind. Because I can believe in you, Shiki. Oh! The two of us entered the building. My legs, which were trembling so hard earlier, calmed down as if it never happened. Well, because I am happy. To not fool myself and say it bluntly, I am overjoyed. I am less embarrassed than I thought I would be. Moreover, I feel splendid. Now time to switch off my emotions. I had to try as hard as I can to hide my feelings for Shiki and act like the way I was before. The elevator rises. There isn't any electricity, but after a little bit of fiddling by Sion, it begins to rise, and the both of us begin our trip to the rooftop. Hey Sion, yesterday we defeated the Tatsuri that became Nero, yet he's still here. Does that mean we have to defeat the true Tatsuri? No, when it comes to Tatsuri, there's no such thing as true Tatsuri or fake Tatsuri. Yes, not even you can completely kill Tatsuri. It's special among all of the 27 ancestors of dead apostles. Huh? Tatsuri can exist forever through others, the same as Rora, the infinite reincarnator. Wait a minute, Sion. What did you just say now? About Rora. You were connected to him, weren't you? Yeah, I was. Wait, that's not it. What you said before. What did you say exactly about Tatsuri? Tatsuri is one of the 27 ancestors of the dead apostles. Come think of it, I never did tell you. No, you didn't. Those 27 ancestors of the dead apostles are the strongest, aren't they? Never knew he was one of those. That was an omission on my part. I will explain everything, so please do not be angry. Simply put, Tatsuri is an unprecedented vampire. The dead apostles are only humans who became vampire. There are second generation vampires who are their own breed of vampires apart from the true ancestors. The highest among those are called the 27 ancestors. Among these 27, there are those whose true form is unknown. Even other dead apostles did not know of them, and not even the church pursues them, because they are ancestors. The other 27 did not face them either. Their existence is strange, even among vampires. Enigmas were strayed from the norms of the 27. That is Tatsuri, number 13, the vampire called the Knight of Varechia. The Knight of Varechia? I heard something about that from Senpai. The church knows where the layers of the 27 ancestors are, which is exception one of them. Yes, Tatsuri. No, the Knight of Varechia does not have a layer. In the first place, it is something that does not even exist in this world. Something that doesn't even exist in this world? You mean he's dead? No, there are those among the ancestors that exist even though their bodies have been destroyed. Simply, you cannot destroy the 27 ancestors by destroying just their bodies. But that is not what I meant. The Knight of Varechia truly does not exist. A dead apostle that cannot exist unless certain conditions are met. But as long as they are met, it is the dead apostle that can live forever. That is the form of immortality possessed by the Knight of Varechia. Immortality? Not even the dead apostle lasts forever, yet they can still yearn for eternity, right? And those are the words of the infinite reincarnator, Rora. Yes, the Knight of Varechia resembles him terribly. It does not independently exist internally, only by others. Dead apostles are immortal, but not eternal. And immortality, which requires them to drink the blood of others, means they will not age, but does not mean they will not die. Most ancestors work to perfect their incomplete immortality, but they all fall short. Among them, there are those who seek eternity, not from themselves, but from others. One was Michael Royal Venomjong, a dead apostle reincarnated into those with ability. Another is the Knight of Varechia, Zepia Eltnam Oberon. He took another approach from Rora. Oh shit. But still attains eternity through others. Bro, I didn't know his name was that. Oberon. Wait a minute. I'm gonna weaken him later. Just to make sure. I'm like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What the hell? That was weird. I feel like something slipped in my throat. Not my throat, but my mouth. I don't know. That was weird. Zephia Eltnum Oberon. Wait, his name is the same as the Knight of Richia original. The vampire Zephia is my ancestor. More precisely, the admired and unparalleled head of the Eltnum house 3 generations ago. Then, you wanted to defeat Tatsuri. The Knight of Richia is, certainly Zephia dirtied the name of Eltnum. He violated the precepts of Atlas by conducting research in the outside world and becoming a vampire. As a result, the Eltnum lost all influence within Atlas. You could say that sin is a permanent scar on the name of Eltnum. Then you win to defeat the Knight of Richia. Is it a matter of erasing that sin? No, it is simply a matter of self-preservation to do so. 3 years ago, the Knight of Richia occurs in a remote controlled village in Italy. Of course, even the church that normally lets the Knight of Richia runs free wouldn't want slaughter happening in their backyard. As a countermeasure, they requested the help of the Atlas Academy. The Knight of Richia was originally an alchemist. They thought those from the Atlas Academy would be helpful. I volunteered to provide that aid. It wasn't that I had any interest in the Knight of Richia. I merely wanted to gain data for the outside world. And that's how both I and the Knight of Richia Tatsuri encountered one another. The detachment of knights sent to the mountains village to combat Tatsuri was entirely destroyed. The people of the village were drained of their blood and died, even I. Sorry, you don't have to tell me anymore. I feel bad for forcing you to tell me so much. No, if you are to fight the Knight of Richia, you must hear everything. I was bitten by the Knight of Richia. Half of the body of Sion Elnio became that of a vampire. Yet the Knight of Richia existence as a vampire is imperfect. I can only appear as a vampire for one night, and only after a number of years. Thanks to that, I did not fully transform into a vampire. These past 3 years, I did not receive any influence from the Knight of Richia, a parent vampire. I see. Humans bit by the dead apostle must obey the orders from the parent vampire and drink blood, gradually gaining independence. So you haven't received any of the vampiric impulse from the Knight of Richia. You don't have to drink any blood. No, I do not have vampiric impulse inside me. Little by little, I am turning to a vampire. Excuse me. As a result, I need blood. And if I did drink blood, the transformation process will accelerate greatly. So before I become a vampire, I have to find a cure for vampirism. At the same time, I have to defeat the Knight of Richia before he can command me. If I do not, I will be unable to resist his urge to drink blood. Shiki, that is the reason I pursue Tatsuri. I am the one who was bitten by the Knight of Richia. I'm sure you know what that means. In the worst case, you would have to do everything Richia tells you to. Yes, if that happens, I ask you, please kill me if I delay. It probably really is possible for you to kill the Knight of Richia. It would be better for you to remain than I just have one question, Sion. You don't intend to lose, do you? Of course not. If that was the case, I would not even be here. For the alchemists of Atlas, fighting is only done when victory is the outcome. Do not fight battles I am sure to lose. Alright, understood. If you ever seem to be succumbing to him, I will finish you right away. Yes, if that ever happens, please do. We're here at the rooftop. Let's go, Shiki. At midnight, the Knight of Richia will begin. Whatever form it takes, the Knight of Richia can only be defeated when it becomes Tatsuri, so. This is our first and last chance, right? I got it. After all, I don't feel like meeting up with someone who has such sick taste any more than I have to. Sion pushes the control panel. The night quite finished elevator groans as the door opens. Shrine, skyscraper, rooftop. Room is devoid of human life. The darkness pools here. Only the moon and the stars for illumination. Sion, that's the Knight of Richia. It seemed it could not wait to become Tatsuri. Thump, the sound of a heartbeat. It feels like my veins are bursting. Saying die. Kill your reason. The stealing blood from people brings so much pleasure. It seems to appeal not to the mind, but to my body. Look lively now, Sion. Your enemy is right in front of us. Again, Shiki reprimand. A warning, truly a mix between a light remark and an angry one. Probably because of that. Understand. Against this, I can hold onto myself against Richia. How long do you plan on being quiet, Orechia? If you're almost close to taking form, then you should be more aware. Because it's your last time. I'll listen to your last words. How tasteless. A voice like dark magic echoing from nowhere. Shiki quietly removed his glasses. To prevent Orechia from advancing further, I put a gun at him. Coming backstage before a performance? You have going on all since that one night, have you, Elno? It seems after hundreds of years, the members of Atlas have yet to gain any refinement. Ah! The pulsing inside me increases. With the sound of that voice, it throbs stronger, threatening to overwhelm. Sion, it is dangerous for you to face him. If you plan on defeating him, you must not hesitate. His point of view is reasonable. As Orechia child, trying to merely confront him would result in him taking control. Then it would only logical that I have to defeat Orechia before that happens. Sion, if you can fight, then I... Another thing lacking taste. Do you not understand? Guess? This girl has something she must ask of me. If that not so, Sion Elnum Alicia. As you say, Orechia, I have something to ask you. Very well, I will listen. No matter what you say, you are my offspring. As your patron god, it is my duty to dispel your earthly desires. 3 years ago, Orechia. You annihilated us 3 years ago at Tatari. That is fine. As one who could not explain you to the church, and as one who could not understand you, we bear responsibility. But you were illogical. Why? Back then, why did you let you go? Carrying that with you all this time as the reason for your secret revenge is a little. Quiet! Back then, you had no need to let me go. As one who can only exist for one night, you don't need anything. For the night with Orechia, there's no reason for at all to let Sion Elnum escape. You bastard, you still... Your memory of that night 3 years ago should suffice for your answer. Ha! I give you an answer. Why? Because I felt sympathy for my own kind. That isn't a reason. You're the Knight Orechia. You cut all ties with the name Elnum. You, a vampire, let me go because I'm a descendant? For one who dragged the Elnum to the lowest depth, to cite such a reason as... Ha! Ha 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 ha! How thrilling! You mean to say that you find it so unbearable that I, the one who dirtied the name of Elnum, let you go because you were an Elnum? How hard it is to throw away your pride of your family, to follow me so far, to go through so much pain, because of your mistaken humiliation. Mistaken humiliation? Goodness. Letting you go because you were an Elnum. You should reconsider that, Sion. Did you really believe that was why I let you go? What? You turned away from the truth so you would not realize it. Even though you knew it long ago, you appeared before me oblivious? In the first place, why did you leave Atlas? It was not for the reason that you asked me. Do you still not understand it yet? Your mistake. It is what your doubts truly are. My mistake? That is, in the end, my doubts that I could not grasp. Exactly. That which you gained. Knowledge, laws, ideas, thoughts. None of them were created by you. They were only things borrowed from others. What is this? I don't need to hear that from that bastard. Alice logically never accused Elnum of a crime, but Sion Elnum, you were clever to read the knowledge of other people. Tapping into the information centers of others is the same as immersing oneself in the collective common sense of other people. Therefore, the more you develop your world, your intelligence and wisdom, the harder it is to tap into other people. A fully matured sense of self will rip completely through another ideas. That's right. That's why I've always been so neutral. Casting off all intent on my own, I was just gathering information from others. What you absorbed from the minds of others was common sense. In order to protect the name of Elnum, the girl named Sion Elnum only specialized in the Elnum technique. Therefore, your action was not surprising. Without causing any resistance or feelings of inconsistency, you drew information from others. But that was a sense of inconsistency. I didn't know what it was. No matter how many calculations I made, I could not understand. So if I went outside, if I could read the data of others, I may be able to shed some light on my questions. You truly have realized it by now, daughter. Recognition of that contradiction would bring the destruction of the one named Sion Elnum. As long as you are human, those doubts and questions will remain. Immorality, masochism, good attention, benevolence. Hold on, what? This one. What the hell is this masochism thing? Oh, my bad. Let me look at it. Humans are just monkeys who become attached to these functions. And so, I gave you blood and turned you into a vampire. I did not want one of my own kind to lose any more capability. Same kind, same kind, same kind, same kind. That is. Now, I would ask a question. Use the body of a vampire, yet you actually resist your vampirification? So why is it? Does the search for truth requires a human body? It is not natural to replace a lesser component with a better one. Daughter of Eltnum, you logically obtain information from others. Then it is not logical to become a vampire. What reason do you have to refuse a better component? Why do you go so far as to remain human? The reason I resist becoming a vampire. The reason I will not drink blood. It is rather obvious. I just don't want to have a body where I must steal from others. But that's just... Yes, there is a contradiction. Is there not, Eltnum? You do not feel guilt about stealing information from others, but you repelled by the idea of stealing blood from others. A ludicrous tale. Ludicrous. Even though you detest vampires, you have been doing the same thing since the moment you were born. So, even when I realized it was wrong, there's no other choice. No matter how much I regret it, no matter how much I hate it, I cannot change the way I live. But even if I realized my way of living was flawed, because I'm such a trivial person. Stop it. Yes, you finally realized your mistake, Sion Eltnum. You cannot even understand that simple emotion. But that is something to boast of. Not even understanding your guilt, only understanding the thoughts of others. Even though Sion Eltnum existed, you ignored yourself and simply became a transparent body accumulating the knowledge of others. I do not need to say anything more, do I? I am manifested from the thoughts of others, and you cannot exist without absorbing the thoughts of others. That is why you and I are the same kind. Together, we are life forms that cannot exist without information. Is that not delightful? What else can you find two things so alike? The darkness is howling. My throat is parched. Blood, I want blood, right by me. The heart of Shiki is beating ever so sweetly. Don't be ridiculous! Don't listen to him, Sion! There's no need to listen to his lies! I know, but that voice is right. I cannot help but listen to the truth. Ah! My throat burns. Can't see anything. Anything. Nothing seems to matter anymore. For the first time in my life, I think that is acceptable. Why from the beginning you only received your morals from the people around you anyway? If you simply cease that kind of thinking, I will give you far superior manner of acting as a vampire. Sion, hang in there, Sion! Now you are no longer resist. Satisfy your 3-year-long thirst with this human who tempts you. Sion, are you okay with this? That's why this shit laughing. Then we gotta fight her. Right. Don't worry. Shiki, you can bring her down, right? We're just gonna break her legs. I won't run away, Sion. I'm tired of running. Oh, fuck! Okay. Oh, damn. Really? What? You can grab me out of there? Come on, bruh. Damn. I'm sorry, Sion.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh, fuck! That's a command grab! Is that a command grab? I know one of those command grab. What? Oh, fuck! What? No! Oh, fuck! Fuck! That sucks ass! I can't lose now! Do I have to win? Yeah, I had to win. I had to win all of them, right? Oh, God. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
程度では
Won't reverse beats happen?
この程度では
Damn. That was the quickest thing to have.
そこまでだ。寝てろ。
I didn't finish her with 17 dissection because I want her to live. Heavy. Even though my body, and many times superior than before, it feels so many times heavier. Just moving my arms and lifting my head hurts this much. Like a machine. I look like a machine trying to move around without any power. Actually, I look more like a corpse drained of blood. My bloodless ears hear something. Even though I'm unable to hear the wind or the distant trees, I'm able to hear the voice of the one in front of me. Sion, hang in there! By listening carefully, little by little, like gathering grains of sand one by one, I'm finally able to understand his voice. What is wrong, human? Have you not won? You should hurry in her misery. Whatever the outcome, she will meet her end. No matter how long you may try to stave it off, it will not change the inevitable destruction that awaits. Black noise. Shut up! A cold voice. With his breathing, even wider than mine, he seemed to be in a predicament. I see. I couldn't feel my limbs because they were so heavy, but I must be torn with him, and torn into him with my claws after all. You still have sympathy. If you leave it alone, it will soon heal and attack you. And when that happens, you will die. In your state, you cannot defend yourself. Warp Norris, laughing. The definitely is very amused. Amused at my uselessness and his ridiculousness. Even he told me that he understood. The promise to kill me if I became like this. Look, she is starting to recover. Excellent, the nerves you cut were unable to be repaired, so she immediately replaced them with her ethmoid. They were originally intended as false nerve for use for surgeons. She can easily heal it all if you cut but it's her circus. You may wish to defeat me, the one who stole her freedom, but she will not stop. If you want to fight me, you must first kill her completely. Jarring, grating noise, but that noise is correct. He is mistaken. At this rate, you are quite deluded. Do you think that by calming her down, you can return her to the way she was? Such lovable optimism is useless. Boy, if you think anything of her at all, you have no other recourse than to kill her, do you not? Noise like a sandstorm, and a pleasant sound leaking to my head, into my thoughts. But, you, just shut up! You've been doing nothing but running your mouth, you annoying bastard! But, that sharp voice cuts through the noise and make it disappear like magic. Well, Sion, are you okay with being like that? His strong voice. Is enough to make me stop hearing the bothersome voice. I know you can't be. You probably want to go on a rampage a little more, don't you? You look like you want to go crazy because you want to drink blood so much. Fine, I'll roll with you until you're fully satisfied. However, the dark covering my vision lifts. Blood returns to my dead body. In my mind, which tried to escape by stopping, light starts to idly shine forth. However, I'm going to knock you around. Until you give up, until you realize how much you despise your weakness, I'll keep beating you up. He says with his body covered in wounds. But he cannot win a fight with spirit alone. If he fights again, he will lose. If I beat him, I can quench my thirst. I see, certainly she is weak. That's why she gave in to me. But she may also have a weakness to you. Her being weak to me means that she is weak to the vampiric impulse. If you are also weak to the vampire Sion Eltnum. The noise sneers at him. He ignores the noise, acting like he can't hear it. The noise is barely audible. Smile. Just now, Arichia released his hold over me. What is mistaken is, my weakness is just against myself. I want to run away myself. I didn't want to realize that I depended on the information I obtained from others, just like Warichia. Because ever once I realized my mistake, I would not be able to change it. That's how I was born, how I was raised, and how I lived. I felt I couldn't change the way I lived. If I realized my mistakes, I would have to acknowledge it and continue moving forward. So I ran. From Atlas, from myself, from Arichia. That was my weakness. So the path Aditya offered me was easy. I fled into it. But he is wrong. His words are exceedingly difficult. If I fight, I will be utterly defeated. Because it is his strong words that are difficult. They are what I cannot beat. But I will take that challenge. Aditya is wrong. Even though it was just noise, it was correct. So it made me empty. But incorrect noise, it's just really noise. I am not so weak as to be controlled by that. Right, I am not weak. I understand my doubts. I don't need his help. I've known I was weak for a long, long time. However, all the same, I do need help, Shiki. I will not lose to anything outside of myself. I am strong. I fight to tear away from my weak self. Of course, my opponent is not Aditya. My opponent is that man, telling me to walk a difficult path. That's just fighting so you can rub in your irresponsible partner's face. I do not need help, Shiki. I will not lose to anything outside of myself. What? Sion, you return your sanity. Please correct yourself, Shiki. I have always been sane. Even if I was being controlled by the vampiric impulse, I never lost my sanity. Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, since it's you, that's probably right. I do not know why you're so happy. Well, I will not ask right away. There are more important matters to attend to. Gulp. I said already past midnight. Not Aditya. Instead of staying to that useless state, how about you taking form as Tatari? As you are now, you cannot do anything. I will not stop you decide to disappear without becoming Tatari tonight. How long do you plan on staying like that, Warachiya? Tonight is the appointed time. You have no time to do anything but become Tatari, so. Cut! Oh shit. This one. Cut. It is entertaining no longer. I spent this time trying to get my daughter to submit, but for it to end up meaningless is just how truly boring. All that's left is to destroy everything with my own hands. It is a mess that I have to clean up as fast as possible. Until dawn, I'll feed off the people of this town and seek out the six once more. Now, where can I amuse myself? What's this? It's Ark's. Yeah, this is my world. The place of the one connected to you. Arkwood Broomstead. Can use the power without any constraint. Ark, no, you! Exactly, Shiki. Aditya took the shape of the true ancestor. Well, not the real true ancestor. It does not make much difference in terms of existence. It is a fake, but do not take it lightly. How unexpected, Sion. It's not a matter of taking anything lightly. Between you and me, you can't even call it a fight. What is going to happen is the extermination of pests. You can't fight me. You'll be crushed like a bunch of bugs. Thanks to the power of this fake moon. I'm playing Shiki. Shiki's my main, bro. We've been playing Shiki for like 5+ hours. He's my main. Red Arc. You know, Red Arc is on Type Lumina now. And I said now. What? Armor! Armor! Or is it clashing? Oh. Wow! Oh, she's dizzy! Oh! I thought you were dizzy! What the fuck? I was gonna do something. I was gonna grab her. But I don't know how this dizzy system even works. Looks like you cover instantly. Oh god. Got it. Oh! Eat that. He can combo after that? That's pretty sweet. Ah! Oh! Wait! Ah! 17 dissection! Dude, fuck this move! Oh, fuck! I wanted to end it like that. Oh, God. Alright. A million dissection! How didn't you do that? There we go. That's what I meant to do. That's 17 dissection. Pretend that was 17. Whatever. Oh boy. It is over, Raditya. It is not so easy to tie down Arcuate Broomstead, the princess of the true ancestor using Tatari. For you, using her body is impossible. I agree. After becoming Arcuate Broomstead, I finally understand. This body is limitless. I probably only drew upon 30% of her potential. For you to defeat me, it must be my failure. But this is only tonight's sideshow. It's as regrettable as it is, I will have to use it during my next opportunity. What's the point Tatari defeated? It disappeared. How? Simple. Are you not the one who called me the Night Raditya? Once Tatari occurs to exist for the entire night, even if his form is defeated, Tatari will not pass away. The only time Tatari would disappear before morning was when there's no one left to drink from. The only way for Tatari to leave is for everyone to be drained of blood. Oh, then all I have to do is defeat you! It is useless, no longer Tatari. I am just a phenomenon. Even if you perceive death, you cannot defeat what doesn't exist. The only thing which can force me to exit the stage is dawn. That is quite a long time. Now let the night drinking blood begin. Damn, Sion, what do we do? Nothing. Excuse me. Excuse me. If the Night Raditya is not formed as Tatari, then we cannot destroy it. Without form, Raditya does not exist. That is why the church have been unable to catch him these past centuries. Correct, Sion Eltnam. Normally, fighters like you are best left to the end. That goes against my whole existence. No matter who, I will not allow anyone who dirties my stage to survive. I will drink every last drop you have. Hurry and fall into the abyss below my stage and forever behold my curse. No, your curse will end tonight. Who said that, Shiki? Who are you? Oh! Let's go! Arc! The orbit of this game. Should I use the name Crimson Moon? Oh, Hime! What? What is this? My thoughts! Gah! That is Zeppia and Oberon. Is this really happening? Huh? Then that is the dead apostle before he became Raditya. This cannot be. To return this body, to return me to myself. Such an irrational thing cannot occur. Even you are a member of the true ancestor royal family. To return a phenomenon like myself back to existence? This is ridiculous. Wake up from your dream already, dead apostle. You can never gain your miracle you desire. No matter how many thousands of years you try, you will never become the Six. Feel free to think that you can gain the Six after spending an infinite amount of time. Go ahead and grasp onto that small hope. But know that happens after fulfillment of that miracle. Know the shape will be the end of you. What did you do? You don't get it yet, you piece of dirt? Then look up at the crimson moon shining overhead. Red moon? This is the same as the night I became the Night Raditya. Do you remember now? The power you see from the red moon that makes you a phenomenon. It expires when the red moon appears, doesn't it? Indeed. However, the red moon should be in the distant future. My cycle equation is measured in millennia. The conclusion of my predetermined cycle is after 1,000 years. Until then, I should remain a Tatari. But once the cycle ends, you return to your normal self. After the end of 1,000 years long equation, if you cannot obtain even once the answer, the Night Raditya may as well return to the dead apostle called Zeppia. Was that not the contract you made with Artruge? Artruge is Arc Onesan. It's like her bigger sister, older sister. Kinda. She's also a member of the Dead Apostles. I think Dead Apostles. Or true ancestors, I don't remember. Wait, then this is... Yes, the end of your pointless journey, Raditya. Aren't you happy? I made it into reality right here, and now your fruitless effort over 1,000 years. I can't believe it. With her Marvintasm, she created the moon from 1,000 years in the future. Damn, Arc is OP as fuck. Impossible! Time travel is on the order of the sorcery. And to bring the moon from 1,000 years in the future is just... This is my world. Although it can only exist for one night like yours, there's no word I cannot make. To put it in terms, you and I are both rulers of lies that can last only for one night. It is obvious that the inferior imagination will fall into delusion when faced with a superior one, isn't it? Then my wish would never come true. The end of your equation cycle is the end of humanity. You may rule over a desolate land devoid of anyone, but knowing that result already must be painful. I am no longer intent to use my power for your absurdity, and more than anything else, your play is rather annoying. Just end your life existence here, Warechia. You are nothing more than rumors of people, anyway. If the world is less few rumors, it's no loss at all, is it? Hey, Sion, what is Arc saying? Bro, Shiki, you smooth brain! She is not the true answer that we know, but I understand her words. She is essentially telling Warechia to die. Thank you, Sion. Pretty upfront, isn't she? So, are we able to kill him now? Without a doubt, he is Tatsuki, but not Warechia. He is a vampire named Sepia, before he became a phenomenon. If we defeat him now, the dead apostle Tatsuya will cease to exist. I see, it is impossible. Are you saying that even if I am Tatsuki for thousands of years, I won't be able to reach you, Crimson Moon? But I will not vanish. I am the Knight Warechia, a phenomenon immune to destruction. If you say this night is my end, then that lie will disappear if I kill you here and now. If I can't obtain my goal using this method, then this midsummer night dream is already over. I will drain you here and think of the next step. He's coming, but it appears he is not one who can face. The true answers are only hoping. Oh, me? Sorry, but I'm using all my power to maintain this place, so I'm counting on you to take Wareshi out, Shiki. Counting on me? What happened to your tough talk? You made him serious, so stop being so easygoing around and take responsibility. Oh, look, he's coming. We don't have time to chit-chat, Shiki. Ah, you're unbelievable. I agree, but the only way is to fight with everything we have. Ooh, I'm doing Shiki. She said Shiki, let's do it. Warechia. We're gonna hear his famous laugh. Oh, I wouldn't say famous, but I guess his really cool laugh. Damn, nothing. There we go. Here's laugh. What's my CE? Damn. I like the way he fights. Wait till he's a caster. Damn, I want him to say caster. Caster. Berserker. Saber. Does he have it? Let's see. Does he have? Ooh. I told you his voice out there is pretty godlike. Hold on. Who's already that? Caster. Ah, fuck you. Okay, that was fucked up. Oh, that OTG! Ah! 17 dissection! That's how we end the game. The time has come to lower the curtain. Like a silver stake, Shiki knights drive into Warechia's chest. Warechia simply stares down at the knife, puzzled. Splat. He spit forth the blood he gathered over these hundreds of years. Oh man, he's that voice, bro. Fuck that. Dude, he looks insane. I hope they bring him back and maybe if not Melty Blood remake. No, it's too late, right? I hope they bring him back at least in Tsukihime remake. Somehow fit him in. I think he's really cool. Bring me forth with the rays of life so obstinately, so blindly, so useless gathered until now. I see. It was a waste of time. It was all a waste. After all, even if a beast wears shoes, it would still be cast aside and trampled torn apart like a bad piece of shit fortune by these seeking the eternal prize. Cry out, you flies, for the world will elude you maggots. Missing, lost, vague, ignorant as suspected. Already changed, already low, already dead. Oh, what? I was seeking. Blood pours forth from the sunken caves at the eyes of Arechia's mask-like face. Soon it'll be no longer even have a human face, just a mask smiling tearfully as the endless pillars of blood flows out. Blood gushing, blood pouring, blood oozing, blood pumping, blood. What sickening wet sounds. Will Arechia become smaller and smaller? All that's left is a mask. Soon the pillar of blood subsides as well. The smell of blood is really strong. Shiki, let's go. Well, Arechia is already gone, and there's nothing more to do here, right? But before that, Shiki looks at me. All I can do is look out. Arechia disappeared. Well, Arechia, why did you? Those vague, unnecessary words leave my mouth. You become a vampire? I couldn't ask why he left Atlas. Like a small animal, it turns almost lovingly towards me. How foolish of me to expect Arechia to answer me in that state. Well, Sion, that's because I saw my answer. For the tearfully smiling mask comes the exceedingly kind voice. Huh? I saw my answer, Sion. I saw my answer. You'll probably find it someday as well. Any highly skilled alchemist can find a path to it after hard work. You have none of the qualms of sorcerer would. Anyone will find the answers after knowing everything about this world and making precise calculations. In that unchangeable end, Atlas is a warehouse of madmen. Even knowing that there is an inescapable end, they come up with ways to try and resist it. But the more they come up with these ways, the worse the future destruction becomes. There are no salvation. Working to achieve a world of equality, we try to read the future and manage it, but from the very beginning, there was nothing but destruction waiting. I thought, and 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 thought. Yes, I stimulated all the different ways, but no matter what method is used, the future steered only towards more grotesque fate. I went mad. All alchemists who foresee the impending destruction go mad. To find the futures as if craze, that is truly going crazy. Since you bear the name Alicia, you eventually fall into the pit. Excuse me. Successor Alicia, you will go crazy while falling to the hell and calculating new destruction. I challenge that. Making impossible possible is what it means to be Alicia. I became a vampire to increase my ability to obtain that miracle. The tearfully smiling mask says all that. Yes, it is truly is crying while smiling. Even that face has been warped. It is because they realize that meaningless of reading the future. Frantically denying our powerlessness and rushing forward and going crazy in the end. Arechia, you. Eat till even the bones have gone. There is no salvation, there is no pleasure. Humans are trivial, struggling in a fight to the death and bringing self-destruction, trivial, self-destruction. Yes, I just want an incalculable future. How foolish. Oh shit, let's get it. This is it. The ending. How foolish. You were born, so you have an end. Our terminal stop is always destruction. If you cannot accept that, that's your accept of your self-destruction. The true ancestor words are correct, but I also agree. Yeah, but he knew. Even though that future existed, there is a way to avoid it. But he didn't want to admit it. As long as you're looking at your escape route, you can keep testing that route as long as it lasts. Isn't it hard to always look forward? I don't really sympathize with him, but maybe the beginning of the night of Odechia wasn't started with bad intention. Shiki, you are naive. No matter how it started, it killed countless people. No amount of punishment can change that. I know that, but don't you feel the same way? He even called you Sion at the very end. But that doesn't excuse all the people he killed. Zephia, no, the Night of Odechia was a mass murderer. There's no room for any sentimentality. That is the certain truth. Shiki words are just sentimentalism. But, to be completely honest, I would like to believe he could have been saved by that one word. So, is Sion gonna stay with us? Damn, Sion never turned back human. She's a vampire. Oh. Returning back to the ground level, the sun is starting to rise. As usual, there's no wind and the air is stifling hot. However, when I left the building and started walking on the ground, I began to see the world in a different light. Then, this far as we will go. I really am grateful for your help, Shiki. That makes me really happy. I'm glad I could be help to you, even if it's just me being there. Yes, if you were not there, I could not have finished this journey. And I looked around me, the place where I first fought with him, and the place where we must part. Come think of it, back then, because I lost to Shiki, I am able to stand here like this. That fight back then was simply the results of him being superior. I did have greater prospect of victory, but thanks to that chance, I was able to pair up with Shiki. Chances really isn't a bad thing. Did you say something, Sion? Yes, I said even losing is okay. Looking at the situation now, I was able to be with you because I want to find an opportunity to gloat since you defeated me. Huh? Gloat? I wasn't rubbing it in though. Yes, you never did look down on me, but I was really offended many times. But it was all a misunderstanding. Weren't you hiding things to keep me ignorant? Then a word of advice. Ignorance can be a sword, but never a shield. Please pay more attention to that in the future. Yeah, I'll do that. He nods seriously. That is another one of his good points. He listens so well to people. Well, that may also be a shortcoming. I like seeing her blush, dude. Did you recall some good memories, Sion? No, I never had anything good to remember until now. I will have to make some good memories after we part, Shiki. I don't really get it, but whatever. Moving on, Sion. Are you okay with your conversation with Ark? I think she'd be willing to listen to you right now. The true ancestor. Ark is waiting about 20 meters away. Shiki told her he wished to speak to me, and he walked away from her. From 20 meters away, she can probably still hear us. But that doesn't really matter, really. I don't have anything to hide. No, that matter is settled. With Odechia demise, the vampire in me is no longer getting stronger. My body is still part vampire, but I can resist the vampiric impulse well enough. It should not prevent me from living normally. I will go back to my atlas and research a cure for vampirism. Not alone like before, but by teaming up with the members of Atlas. Shiki seems really happy that I said I would team up with others. I feel like maybe I have changed a little since working with him. Well, all the same, I can't change the fact that I steal information from others. Shiki, a lot happened, but I gained so much. I have made a lot of mistakes, but that's because I wasn't looking for an answer. Yes, knowing my mistakes, I will continue to search. Humans are full of contradictions, but please do not forget the examples you just witnessed. What's that all about? Treating people like study cases still. Sion, you really haven't changed at all. Thank you. That makes me feel a little more confident. I reach out my right hand. Shiki, before we go, shall we shake hands? I still haven't expressed my gratitude and friendship. All I can rely on is my confidence in my memories. By doing this, by making this contact, I want to remember absolute everything. Yeah, thanks for everything, Sion. I really am grateful. Shiki takes my hand and shakes it. I return his handshake, squeezing his hand hard. You are a true friend, so I want to make an unrealistic promise. If you ever need me, I will come to help you. Can you allow that? What do you mean? It's not a matter of allowing or not. And whenever you're in trouble, Sion, just call me. I'll come and help you. Aww! Thank goodness. Then this is goodbye, Shiki. Yeah, take care, Sion. I hope you are the best of luck, Shiki. Shiki runs lightly, over to the true ancestor. She complains a little to him, and he takes it all in stride as they both make their exits. After watching them they disappear, I also start walking. Thank goodness, then this is goodbye, Shiki. I repeat those words of farewell to myself. Yes, it really was a good thing, because our promise still lasts. Thanks to that, neither of us will stray. As long as that promise lasts, I will always feel this moment, my first friend, my first partner, and my first love. Well then, first I have to return to Atlas and offer repentance to the president there. After that, I will probably have to persuade the faculty as well. There are a lot to do. I cannot let myself be carried away by these emotions forever. With skillful planning, so as not to lose to him, I leave this place. What I leave behind in this hot summer, in a completely fictitious night made by that alchemist. Turning away from a night that I will never have to experience again, I start walking towards a brand new future. Dang, GG, that's the true ending. True ending of Melty Blood. That's pretty good, pretty good. Right? Sion actually researched. I wonder, it makes me think a lot, right? I don't know anything about Fake Granddaughter, right? I don't want to read the story, right? But I'm a little bit interested in now. I wonder, because I heard Sion's in Fake Granddaughter, I wonder what kind of timeline she's in. Right? I hope that Sion is like the older Sion, which you cure vampirism. And I hope she still has that promise with Shiki. That's what I hope. If that's not the case, then dang, whatever. But that was really sweet. I hope Sion really makes it back to Tsukihime. Right? All in all, I think Shion's a really good character too. Especially with Shiki. I like Sion and Shiki. I think that's a really good I guess pair. I know that sounds, you know, that's my waifu? No, bro. I'm not shipping either. I guess I kind of am. But, yeah, I want Sion to be back as Tsukihime with Shiki. For sure. Well, not be back. I guess she never appeared in Tsukihime. I want her to appear in Tsukihime. Because she's not in Type Lumina. Maybe she'll be in Type Lumina in the future, but I'm holding my breath. I think she has a higher chance in Tsukihime than Type Lumina. I really am hopeful for, since I know a lot about the Tsukihime remake, thanks to all the spoilers. Right? So I'm praying on the next sequel, which is Crimson Heir of the remake, which is about the Tono family. I hope there's a lot of characters that we get to see that'll make a comeback. Right? But with that, that's GG's, bros. That was Route 7. Knights of the Blood Layer, true route, true ending. One more clap. I really hope we can see Sion again and the Tsukihime universe at least. Right. Anyway, yeah, GG's. We're still going to do one more bonus route. And that's going to be Route 8. Oh, my sister. Oh, we're going to learn more about Miyako. So, that's going to be next time. But for now, GG's. Appreciate when I stopped by. Laters. Bye.